There's a secret grave hidden in the Ozarks, and almost no one knows it exists. A hunter killed by a bear in the 1840s. He was buried by natives, the site marked with a cryptic symbol. I've spent years trying to find it and failed every time. Until now. I finally found a clue, but what started as a search quickly turned into something much more dangerous. Hard to say what makes a story grab hold of a man. I've read more than I can count and forgotten most of them. But this one is different. In the summer of 23, it carved itself in the marble of my mind, and I've been chasing it ever since. In the 1830s, a German traveler set out for the American frontier. He lived off the land, hunting and recording his experiences. And nearly 2 centuries later, we still have his words. And it is one of those stories titled The Fatal Bear Hunt that has inspired and haunted me all this time. It recounts the events of the tragic death of his comrade. In the story, clues are left as to where the burial site may be, but they're vague and difficult to decipher. Back in 2023, I released a video where we went searching for it. Because of some bad information on my end and not enough research, we spent the entire trip on the wrong side of the forest. In the Ozarks, a lot of the creeks share the same name, so it's easy to get turned around if you're not paying close attention to every detail. About a year after that video came out, I realized my mistake and started searching in the right area. Even then, you're basically looking for a single rock on an endless hillside of rocks. I could have walked right past it and never known. In 2025, I came across new information that helped me narrow things down even further. Using topographical maps, I was able to shrink the search area down to about a square mile. And then, earlier this year, I got the final clue I had been missing, allowing me to tighten that search even more. And that's why we're here, to find the grave. This has been a tricky trip for me. I almost canceled the trip because I feel like garbage. I woke up feeling bad and didn't eat anything until just now. We had those freeze-dried meals. I was trying to let the nausea settle down. I don't know what it is, but this weekend was too perfect for this video. I really wanted to get it done. And so I'm out here in spite of not feeling great. With the scouting run complete, we knew where we wanted to hike in from. We spent the night, headed home, and geared up to prepare for the hunt. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The Wolfbox G900 Tri-Pro has completely changed the way I wheel. It's not just a dash cam, it's 3 angles working together. Front, rear, and a dedicated bumper cam that shows me exactly what my tires are about to hit. When the trail gets tight and technical, I'm not leaning out the window or relying on a spotter for every single move. I can see it all right in front of me. Rock ledges, washouts, off-camber sections, stuff that used to slow me down or make me second-guess my line. Now I can drive it with confidence. For any of you TRD sport boys in the house, you know these hoods are a pain to see over, and visibility shouldn't be a luxury for us. The unit has Wi-Fi, so I can easily transfer footage to my phone, and the split screen mode allows you to see all 3 cameras at the same time. You can snag yours with the code on screen or the link in the description down below. Being prepared for trips like this one is crucial. I had some lighting to replace, an awning bracket to fab, so I spent the day with my buddy Jacob checking off the list. Getting gas sucks. If you're an Overlander, you know all about that. Prices are only going up. It's brutal out there. I wanted to tell you guys real quick about a little hack that I discovered called Upside. It's an app you download on your phone, totally free, doesn't cost any money, and it shows you deals for getting gas where you can earn cash back for free. So basically, I see this one right here. There's one at Casey's. We're gonna go right now and fuel up, and I'll show you how this works. So this is literally it. You pull up here to the gas station, you pump your gas like normal, use your credit card like normal, and then in the app, you claim the offer. It's linked to your credit card, and so it verifies the transaction, and then that's it. Gives you cash back once it verifies it. And if you use a credit card that already is giving you cash back, you're kind of doubling up. You're getting the points from the app plus the credit card points. And eventually that adds up enough to cover your gas or your groceries for a trip. Super simple little hack. If you're interested in this app, you can scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description down below. This was it. The weekend we'd been waiting on. The first trip was just a scout, a way to piece together a plan. And now we were going all in, and we were ready. Or so I thought. There's no trail to this place, nothing but thick Ozark forest waking up for spring. Every step forward we'd have to earn. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but honestly, I didn't care. Because this is why I do it. When adventure is so thick in the air, you can taste it. After a couple hours weaving through Forest Service roads, we found our way in. From here on out, things are going to get a little bit vague. I'm not showing the trail, and I've cut this together in such a way that won't lead you there. My goal isn't to give this place away. You won't get the location from me, so don't ask. But I will say this, you should go looking for it. Because the search, that's where the reward is. So this is not the first time that we've attempted this hike. It is the first time we've attempted it from this particular direction. But we were out here last weekend, and it was just a bad weekend to be trying to do this. Both of us were under the weather. I was struggling with sickness, and Jacob had a gout flare-up. I knew his foot was causing issues, which is why I partnered with a company called Hypershell. They make a bionic hiking assist. So it's not just for hiking, it's for really any sort of athletic outdoor activity. I'm going to show you some of that hike, and then we'll come back here and I'll tell you a little bit about that experience and get Jacob's feedback on it. We have the bionic man with us. Jacob's with me. He mentioned that he had an issue with gout causing some pain in his foot, and I happened to get the product from Hypershell that is like a hiking assist. I got it for this trip to let Jacob use it to help him with this hike. We're going to tell you what we think about it as we get started. I'm kind of wishing I had the Hypershell assist right now. Jacob?
Feels like you're floating on air.
He says he's floating on air. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a cool product. I've never done bionic hiking before, but for something like this, it definitely seems to be helpful. So if you're super into outdoorsy, kind of like the athletic stuff, mountain biking and hiking and all that, you might look into something like this, regardless of whether you're injured or not. What would you say was the difference for you?
So it felt like I was floating in a way. So whenever you're hiking, it's giving you more leg strength. So every time you pick up your thigh, it would assist the lift of your thighs. So that was pretty neat.
Yeah, one of the things they talk about is they say, I think it's 40% more leg strength, 30% less physical exertion. So, you know, if your feet are hurting or if they're not, it doesn't really matter. But especially if they are, I can see how that would help. All right, we just made it to this clearing and got a text that Benji, who was going to join us, got turned around. We had taken off without him, but got a text that he was actually where we left the trucks. So we're going to hang out at this clearing for a minute and let him catch up to us, and then we'll continue on. I'm glad that he found us. I did not expect that, and it's kind of shocking that we got the text. But fortunately, we're in this big open area right here. There's this, I think it's a gas marker right here, and so got a bar of signal, and so we're gonna hang out and see if he can make it to us. Now, this story has been something that has been meaningful to me for a long time. You know, it kind of hit me at a point when I was just starting the channel. Hadn't done a whole lot of videos prior to encountering this story, and it kind of informed the direction of the type of content that I produce. I think, you know, we get out here for a lot of different reasons. Everyone's got their motivation. But for me, it was finding a way to find these types of stories, the ones that are kind of forgotten, buried in the dirt, and give them life again. So this one in particular is one that's been meaningful to me for a long time. And so doing this again is, yeah, it's special. What's up, homie? I found you. You know, we're just strolling through the forest. We continued hiking along the ridge and descending towards our destination. The final clue I mentioned earlier in this video was two large boulders, side by side, near a creek drainage. We knew where the drainage was, so we had a good idea of where to look. I was told the dirt sloped up the side of one of the boulders, and the grave was carved into the rock near the top. Since there isn't any sort of trail, we had to just continue moving in a downward direction and keeping our eyes open. The deeper we got, the more excitement I felt. This moment had been years in the making, and while there's no guarantee we were going to find anything, I was feeling confident. All right, we got to the rocky portion of this hike. You can see that behind me. Again, it's not a hard hike. I'm just more worried about rolling an ankle or, you know, just a lot of uneven stuff covered by leaves. But for people that hike all the time, this would not be something that you would probably consider as much of a big deal. But for the fat boys in the house, it's making us suck wind. Good for me. Good for you. Get out there and do this stuff. All right, so the map is telling us that based off where we're going, as this ridge kind of dips down here, this is the direction that we want to go. And we're not following a trail, we're just taking the information that we have and trying to figure out how to get there. And then we spotted what we thought were the boulders. 2 massive rocks, positioned near each other, surrounded only by trees. This had to be it. Well, we made it to the rock formation that we were told we were looking for out here. It's just these big boulders, man, I am absolutely on E. So much of this hike I didn't record because just physically spent. But haven't found the carving yet. Just catch my breath for a second. But we're here at the boulders. After searching the area for a while, we noticed 3 rocks, stacked as if they were hiding something. And they were. It's just so bizarre, like thinking about doing this for 3 years. So the story with this, what I heard, and none of this has really been verified, but Erskine and Gerstocker were laying in this area. Gerstocker's alive and he's here. And, he doesn't know if he's gonna get discovered. They don't know, but he knows his buddy's dead over here. And so he carves the E and the arrow, which points 25 paces from here to where his friend was dead. And they buried his friend, so his friend would have been buried over here somewhere. And he would have just been laying here, couldn't move. Like, now, none of that's like verified. Like I read that story from a writer telling the story online on why they think, they said in the time period when they did shallow graves, a lot of times they would mark the grave with an arrow, like when there's no headstone, pointing towards where the body was buried. And so that's why he thinks that the body was buried in that direction. It's hard to put this into words, what this means to me. This story fueled my desire to make this channel what it is. The reason my videos are about more than trucks and camping is ultimately because of this. The hidden gems in these hills so few know about and even fewer will ever see. For me, this moment was deeply profound, and I'll never forget it. Well, I've got a bit of a problem. I decided to split from the group on the hike back and try a different route, which both of the guys told me I shouldn't do. But I was feeling confident and was coming down the steep incline into the creek bed and slid down this rock right here and got my leg caught right in there in that gap at the bottom. And I'm not sure if I don't think it's broken, but it's sprained pretty bad. I got it wedged in there and to get it out, I kind of panicked and oh man. My nerves have gotten to me. The sun is setting. There's no way I have the energy to climb out of here. I mean, the steep climb that way. The steep climb that way. I'm in a pretty bad situation right now. I haven't been recording for the last couple hours. I don't think there's any way I'm gonna be able to hike up out of here tonight. I mean, maybe tomorrow. This is just an incredibly dumb decision. I knew I should have stayed with the group. I was eager to take a different route and wanted to explore a little bit. A massive, massive mistake. This is easily the worst situation I've ever been in camping. I used the satellite feature on my iPhone to tell the guys what my coordinates are, but I have no idea how they're gonna get to me.
Caleb decided he wanted to hike solo out from finding Erskine's grave. Ended up getting injured, so we think. He thinks he injured himself. He doesn't want to move. So right now we've got the dispatcher trying to get a hold of him, which I don't think she's going to.
No.
And if she can't get a hold of him, she's going to activate search and rescue. So
It's 10:30.
it's 10:30
Our
right
hike
now.
got over at, what, 5:30?
We were at the grave about 5.
It's probably 50 degrees or 45, plus he's in a hollow and it's cold.
Yeah.
He's in a t-shirt only, no jacket that I'm aware of, no blanket, no food. I don't even know how much water he's got. So yeah, I mean, we tried to do our best to look. We were yelling, hollering, doing all the things, no response. So it's like, now it's like, we can't hike in there and grab him or help him get out, especially if he's wounded or got, twisted ankle or whatever.
There's a lot of factors that we're not sharing too, that we're going to keep to ourselves. But one lesson to be learned here is don't separate. Never separate. And
We just got an ass chewing from the lady over here at the campground or the whatever.
trust me, I didn't want to separate.
She was mad.
But the plan was, he thought it'd be easier to hike out the way he went while we went and got both vehicles so we could go pick him up. So, I mean, there were a lot of factors in play, and we can't just go off of, never separate.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm trying to say, I
Yeah.
hope. But anyways, I'm waiting for the 911 dispatch to call me back to see what they are going to do.
They already have search and rescue headed. Our guys are going to join them. And I've already told our deputy he doesn't need to worry about meeting you. You guys can do as you please. So we got a whole bunch of people out there going to get him. Apparently they know just where he's at.
Well, here we are. It's freezing cold. I'm soaking wet. It's 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, this is the ultimate mistake. I'm pretty sure, I know I possibly sprained my ankle, but I think I might have tore some tendons in my right leg when I slid down the rock earlier. So I made the difficult decision. The guys tried to get to me. And honestly, now that I kind of know how steep it is getting down in here, that was just not a good idea. And so they tried, they got pretty far, but we ultimately all made the decision for their safety, that it was best for them to go ahead and turn around and go back. So I made the difficult decision to do a emergency SOS for my phone. Never done this before. I just don't think there's any way I'm going to be able to get out of this spot with my leg in its current state. There was no good way for me to climb back up that. And I mean, potentially I could have, but then once I slid down the rock and got my leg stuck and pulling it out, injured it at that point, then I was committed. And I knew, well, the only option is to follow this creek bed down. But the creek bed has a ton of elevation that you lose going down. So there's lots of these drops, and it's all just packed full with boulders and rocks. And, my hope of being able to like slip in the water and kind of like let the stream carry me down is not possible here. It's just, it's just boulders, drop-offs. I was just gonna sleep here tonight, as uncomfortable and freezing as I am right now. All my clothes are wet. But I was gonna do it and get up in the morning, hopefully rejuvenated, and continue hiking down this creek. But the longer I've lived here, the more intense the pain has become in my leg. And it's clear to me at this point that I couldn't hike out of here. My battery's running low on my camera, battery's running low on my phone. So I'm gonna preserve this. This is one of those things I'm documenting at this point more for my family than I am for this video. The main concern here is getting out of here safely. I got too many people that rely on me. It's a stupid situation I've put myself in. That's 100% my fault. I've got no excuse on this. And so to the people that are stressing over this right now, Benji and Jacob, my wife, and whatever first responders were contacted that are gonna come help this, apologize to all you guys. Absolutely irresponsible. I'm down here! Made it out. First responder guys. Save the day.